It is 82 days to the general election. We already know all the running mates for all presidential aspirants. Let's look how it will play and join us to this conversation that I will have with Danson Kiruma. Welcome back. Just have said my name is Francis Oleshifa and I'm joined by my good friend that is Danson Kiruma. Danson, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Mungu anasaidia. Yeah.
Usijali leo kiti, I had to be creative today.
This is creativity or poverty, God knows.
Okay. We already know the running mates for all presidential candidates for 2022 general election. And it had a huge impact for Azimio la Umoja, considering that Kalonzo Musyoka ditched Azimio la Umoja, as he is saying, because the media is continuing to light Azimio One Kenya Alliance, meaning that one Kenya is still in Azimio la Umoja. And I was just asking myself, will there be an impact in Azimio la Umoja as Kalonzo Musyoka has unveiled his running mate?
Yeah, Kalonzo Musyoka's exit from the Azimio la Umoja movement will most likely have two impacts.
Yeah.
The first one will be that it will be a plus on the side of Kenya Kwanza, in that Azimio la Umoja will not enjoy the votes that Kalonzo Musyoka would have otherwise brought. And then the other disadvantage, which is to the nation, is that there is now the possibility of a rerun in the event that William Ruto or Raila Odinga clinches the presidency and fails to hit the 50% plus one threshold.
Was it light for Raila Amolo Odinga to choose Martha Karua over Kalonzo Musyoka?
Yeah, I think we have for a long time been talking of the political betrayal story of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, and it is Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, and it is high time we start giving significance and importance to the political betrayal of Raila Odinga on Kalonzo Musyoka. He's the man who relinquished his dream of becoming president back in 2013 to support Raila Odinga. He's a man who, through the NASA coalition, supported Raila Odinga again. And so he was hoping that this time round Raila Odinga would support his presidential bid. Raila rubbed salt to injury by not only failing to support Kalonzo Musyoka to be president, but also not picking him to be his deputy president.
But Azimio la Umoja allies were saying that the seat Kalonzo Musyoka was allocated was lucrative, and Kalonzo Musyoka, they were saying they are giving Kalonzo Musyoka time because that was a big seat compared to that of running mate.
Chief Cabinet Secretary position is not one you would call lucrative. Of course, it is a position in government still, but issue number one, this is not a position that is existent in the constitution. That is one thing we have to note. And then issue number two, the post itself is not an elective post. It is an appointive post. It is a post which, unlike the deputy president one, you can be removed from office anytime by the person who is your superior. So I don't think it is one that would qualify to be called lucrative.
Okay. With Azimio la Umoja being affected with picking the running mate, also the Kenya Kwanza DP William Ruto picked Rigathi Gachagua over Kithure Kindiki, who Professor Kithure Kindiki was ranked number one with all aspects from the polls, and also the MP, they were said that MP preferred Kithure Kindiki as the running mate for DP, but William Ruto, who is our current deputy president, picked Rigathi Gachagua over Kithure Kindiki. What are some of the major reasons you think DP Ruto saw in Rigathi Gachagua that he has over Kithure Kindiki?
Speaking in an interview with Citizen Television's Wahiga Moora, Kithure Kindiki said that opinion polls were done and he emerged victorious. He went and said that an electoral college vote was also done and he also emerged victorious, that is. He further stated that in as much as opinion polls and electoral college votes counted, there were other parameters which he did not mention, which he said enabled the deputy president pick Rigathi Gachagua at the expense of himself. And so I'm not sure about what other parameters were taken into account, but you're looking at Rigathi Gachagua, whose political style is consistent with the political style of William Ruto, a go-getter character, a very energetic politician, and I think there are other parameters that may have been taken into account, considering that Kithure Kindiki's political style may be equated with that of the late President Mwai Kibaki, calm, composed, and I don't think that is one that would really help William Ruto, considering the sort of man that he is.
And mobilizing voters.
Exactly, that mobilization factor, I think it is one that counted so much.
Okay, still in Kenya Kwanza, Moses Wetangula, Mudavadi, Amason Kingi, and Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua, they were taxed Mudavadi and Wetangula, they were taxed to harvest 70% of the votes in Luya Nation, while Amason Kingi in the coast, it was taxed to collect or to harvest 50%, while Alfred Mutua was taxed to collect around 35% of Ukambani. Do you think they will hit all? Will this assignment that they were assigned by DP Ruto, will they score 10 out of 10, or they will be about to hit the nail?
For Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, I think it will be difficult to achieve that 70% target, but I have a feeling that they will get somewhere close there. Maybe say 55% or 60% of the Luya vote. For the case of Amason Kingi, it is what DJ Afro would call mission impossible. Coastal region has for a long time backed Raila Odinga, and I don't see why that will change in this August 9th election. For for Alfred Mutua's case in Ukambani, I think it is equally tricky, considering that Kalonzo Musyoka has for a long time been referred to as the political kingpin of that region. So I think it will be impossible for the case of Alfred Mutua.
Will it be safe for William Ruto?
Safe in what?
Safe if Mudavadi can score 55 and Amason Kingi percentage.
For Amason Kingi, I think the best he can do is around 35% of the cost. I'm giving him that 35% because there are a number of coastal politicians who are allied to the Kenya Kwanza team. You look at the likes of Aisha Jumwa, who is vying for the gubernatorial office of Kilifi. You're looking at the likes of Amason Kingi, who has joined that team. And so I think in as much as they cannot call themselves excellent in that coastal region, I think they are good with respect to that region.
So I was asking, whichever they score, be it 30, be it 25, let's say Alfred Mutua maybe score 20, Amason Kingi maybe scores 30, while Mudavadi and Wetangula scores 55. Will it be safe for William Ruto?
It being safe or not being safe will be dependent on so many other factors.
With still on that factor, Rigathi Gachagua versus Martha Karua, they are commanding more over 5 million. Who do you think will collect more votes? Because Martha Karua in 2013 vied as a president, and she scored 45,000. But this, we can say it is a new face. Do you think Martha Karua can collect more votes compared to Rigathi Gachagua?
I don't think Martha Karua will do anything substantial, anything significant to help the Azimio team. I say that with all due respect. But, and I'm saying that because of two reasons. The first one is the one that you have mentioned. The fact that Martha Karua contested for the presidency back in 2013. She could garner only 45,000 votes in the entire country. That is reason number one. Just recently, in 2017, Martha Karua contested for the gubernatorial office of Kirinyaga. She was beaten by Anne Waiguru, hands down. So what would make you think that a person who loses in her own backyard would help achieve the goals of a national movement? I highly doubt.
na wanasema that if you are to be successful lazima kukuwe na ile shangwe ile ya nyumbani.
Exactly. And that is what you saw with Rigathi Gachagua being mentioned as the running mate of William Ruto. There was already celebrations back in his home constituency of Madhira. And that is what you want. You want your people first. Your people to support you, then you go to the rest. And that is one thing that Raila Odinga has done perfectly. The entire Luo Nyanza region, it has backed him. And that is one thing that has enabled him to emerge as a political kingpin of that community and even nationally.
Let's just conclude with Sauti Sol colliding with Azimio la Umoja. Now Azimio la Umoja, Sauti Sol, they are crying. Over 2,000 they have unsubscribed from their YouTube channel because Sauti Sol came and said that Azimio la Umoja used song without their consent.
Yeah, first of all, that song was extravaganza. You know it.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
I don't know the stanza, but inasikia tu killing.
So unasema wewe ni msanii, hebu jaribu.
I'm political analyst. I'm not a political analyst. You know, political analyst, lakini mambo za bongo bongo. I'm not fan of it.
Okay, so Sauti Sol has become one of the most decorated musical bands here in Africa. And as a musical team, you want to be as impartial as possible because you will most probably have fans who hail from either side of the political divide. Raila Odinga and his Azimio team using his song their song without consent, I think that one was against the law. Because you remember the story, the guy Gidigidi Majimaji who has who changed to become a radio host at Radio Jambo. They had a song back in 2002. Whether or not you were born, I don't know. It was called Unbogable. Uliza watu wazee kama sisi. It was called Unbogable. And so the NAC team and the KANU team approached this team with the aim of using their song. And so you cannot just use it anyhow, you know. You look at example of
even listen to Raila Amolo Odinga. I think he went to ask for permission to use that. The artist from Luya, Leo ni Lelo ama ni Leo ni Leo.
Lero ni Lero. Even myself, it's a problem. Yeah. And in fact, that guy went to court because he did not want Azimio la Umoja to use his song. Yeah. You see, you remember even Trio Mio and what is the name of this guy? Spangwingwi.
know that Spangwingi, you may have a variety of perception when you are saying Spangwingi, but all in all, it is a song.
It is a song, eh? Yeah. What happened is that William Ruto and his team, UDA team, approached them, and then I'm sure he gave them something, and then that is when you get the consent to use their song.
And that is the right way.
That is the right way. It's not like using their song is bad, but you have to follow the channels that ought to be followed.
Okay, you know, unsubscribe 2,000 and subscriber unsubscribing. You know, that is a huge impact as an artist.
Yeah, that is a huge impact considering that here in Kenya we do not pay artists well. So if you are going to remove 2,000 subscribers, you definitely, it is a blow on their side. Like I've said, considering that Kenya does not take into account so much the interests of artists, it is a huge blow to that group, Sauti Sol.
Thank you. That is a discussion we had with Danson, and hope that you enjoyed, and we are glad for watching. Hope that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel. Goodbye for now.